What is going on? It's the Boom Bap Historian back, and this time it's going to be a vinyl unboxing. So there was a time where I had a decent amount of vinyl. I probably had close to 100. Well, shit happened. I had to sell them and took a huge loss. And at one time I was, pretty heavy in the hip-hop vinyl collection game, so to speak. So I said to myself, I'm going to try and, buy a new vinyl every month. So it'll be roughly 12 a month. Maybe a few extra ones here or there, but this is going to be a vinyl unboxing for the first 5 vinyls I'm adding to my collection. So I know all 5. I had to restart the video because I accidentally hit stop, unless it just stopped because it's going on too long. So I'm redoing it. However, so most of the work is already done, but this is the first one that I showed, and this is actually the second one that I purchased, and this is the Wu-Tang with 36 chambers, and this is, I believe, the anniversary edition because you have the one with just straight black vinyl. However, this one is the yellow gold, essentially Killer B colored vinyl, and this is, of course, a legendary album. A lot of a lot of folks would probably have this in their top 5. I would probably guess I'd have it somewhere in my top 10. But it could be. I don't know. I have to go through and kind of revise my list and double check what I have. But, this is the vinyl here, the front cover. Of course, I like the Apple Music version because when you play it, the whole cover kind of, the album cover moves back and forth. And, of course, the credits in here, so there's no insert for this project. And, of course, this is the 30th anniversary edition, so you can see this little OBI strip right here. So it comes with that. Bam. So there it is. Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers Wu-Tang Clan Classic Album 30th Anniversary. Bet you they should do something interesting for the 36th anniversary of the 36 Chambers. Anyway, nonetheless, the second vinyl, and this is actually the first one that I purchased when I decided to redo my collection. And I didn't like this album when it originally dropped. However, I went back and listened to it after I decided to buy. I should have said I didn't like it. When Doggy Style came out, because this is not Doggy Style, but when he released Doggy Style, which arguably top 5 for some, top 10, definitely probably within that top 15, top 20 of the 90s. This one was the second album, and I wasn't too big on the album. However, when I decided to say, fuck it, I'm going to buy the vinyl, I went ahead and re-listened to the album, and I enjoyed it. I mean, obviously it wasn't Doggy Style, but how many of these classics in the 90s where the second album just didn't live up to the first one, or it was overhyped because the first one was so good, and if you just take the merits of the album, it's actually pretty dope. I mean, probably the closest example would be Illmatic by Nas, which I don't think it was written as even close to that album, but if that album was released first, it would probably have the same type of notoriety as as a classic album as Illmatic. So of course I'm referring to. Sorry, the light keeps going off. I apologize. Snoop Dogg's The Dogfather. This is here's the front. There's the back. This thing kind of opens to a gatefold. I'm not going to show both discs. Because they're both colored. So I'm just going to show one of the discs. And this one did come with this little, I'm going to go try it here when I finish the video. Looks like they're going to give me a free download of the Doggy Style, or excuse me, not Doggy Style, the Dogfather LP. But what's really dope is the vinyl. The vinyl is really dope, and that's why I decided this will be the first one that I go with. It was more based off of vinyl. Here you have it right here. Very, very dope looking vinyl. Even has a hint of green, it looks like, in there. But kind of has that marble look, and then, depending on how you hold it, you can kind of see what looks like some green streaks right there. So I won't show the second disc because essentially it's the same thing. So I have a different look for this album, The Dogfather. So there it is there. Again, I got that on Get On Down. All these came from Get On Down. I got that one for, I want to say it was in the 20s. It was already discounted, and then I got more of a discount. So so this will be the bigger one. There's 3 in this particular. There should be 3. So we'll see if that's the case. I may have to try and jimmy this one a little bit different. All the other ones opened up pretty quickly, so we'll see if I can get this one quick so I don't have the video go on for too long. So hopefully for those that are chiming in, you're not disappearing on me. I probably should have had all this shit done previously, but they literally just came in the mail today when I was putting out some other videos. So yeah, so I decided and said I'm going to try and get a vinyl every month and see what happens, and maybe, you know, a few extra every month till I kind of get my collection back. But so nonetheless, yeah, so here's the last 3, and I will take them out of their packaging and show you these as well. So the first one, I said, fuck it, I'm going to do it, is The Hunger Inside Never Gets Satisfied. And this is Rex. Absolutely fantastic album. Pretty much anything this dude puts out is fantastic. He had that double CD, and that was one of the ones I had on vinyl that I ended up selling. I don't believe I ever had this one on vinyl. And I had to, you know, as I mentioned, sell my vinyl, and kind of fucked up because I dropped the scissors, which is what I was using to open. But this is another. All these here are like not basic vinyls, and that's why I'm going to show. The basic vinyl, I probably wouldn't really think it's really that big of a deal to show you a basic vinyl, but yeah. So this is the front cover. Here's the back. And I'll pull the vinyl out. There's no J card in here, it appears, or at least an insert, not necessarily a J card. But here's the vinyl for this. Also looks pretty stellar, you know, like kind of clear, and then the splatter type of look on the actual vinyl. So pretty much anything Rex puts out, I think is really, really dope. I did have to sell the vinyl. I did have the double album, but I still have the CD. So that's pretty dope. But that may be another one that I get. I may get some more of the vinyls from Rex. So there's that one. This one here, this one is also really, really dope. This is Rashid Chappelle. Hopefully I said that correctly. And Buck Wild. And this is Sinners and Saints. A really, really dope project that these guys put out. And I'll show this one real quick, and then we'll get to the last vinyl, so that way I can try and get to the end of the video, because again, I don't want it to drag on too long. Plus it will take a good minute to upload, and hopefully I can get to some more videos. Definitely going to put out some more tomorrow, and see if I can get some more today, maybe some more tonight too. Just kind of depends on how it goes. But yeah, this one is a really, really dope project. Sinners and Saints. I think this one was like $16 with all the discounts. And the shipping from Get On Down is not bad either. I think it was like $5 or something, $4.82 or something like that, even for the 3 discs. So this one's also a really dope color, kind of that almost like a raspberry vanilla swirl. A little bit harder to see because the fucking light in this room, this garage went out. But super dope project, man. Really enjoyed this one. Definitely recommend if you haven't heard this. I'm sure the true hip hop heads that follow this channel, I appreciate y'all. I'm sure you've heard this project, but if not, definitely go into iTunes and check it out. It's well worth it. It's a super, super dope project that they dropped. The last one is very unique, and it's unique because I never really listened to the artist that much. And I know who the artist is, and I'll get to that to the second here. And when I saw this pop up and I saw the total of it, and I saw the vinyl, it was the vinyl that I really had to get because of the vinyl. Well, then I went on iTunes, and the digital copy was only $4.99 for the deluxe edition. So I purchased it. I bought it. I was truly just impressed by the vinyl. Hopefully it looks as good as it did when I saw it on Get On Down. And this is an album that came out in July 21st of 2023 from Backwood Studios. And this is, hopefully I say it right, Fatboy Sharif. I'm aware of him. Never listened to any of his projects. So I purchased this, listened to it. I do think it's dope. It's very unique. It's very unique compared to some of the other, I want to say other, compared to the majority of hip-hop that I listen to. Definitely unique. But I was like, I had to get this. And this one was actually the cheapest of all vinyls. I want to say this was like in the $16 range with all the discounts. But here it is right here. This is the regular edition. It's not the deluxe. This is Decay, the album. You can also find the vinyl on his website, Bandcamp page, but it wasn't. I think there might even be I don't know if there was a cassette, but I think it's a cassette vinyl bundle, which is pretty dope. But that's why I picked this one up. I'm not gonna lie. It was originally the original reason I bought this was purely because I'm like, that vinyl's fucking dope. But then I saw the digital copy was $4.99, so I said fuck it. And it's actually it's a dope. It's a dope album. It's very unique. But this is it here. Again, I think this came out to I bought all these together. This one dropped to 16 with all the discounts. But I knew I had to get it, and hopefully the vinyl looks as good as it did when I saw it on the website. Get On Down. So this will be the last piece that I show, and then I could shut her down. So here it is inside there. You can see the Decay, and let's see what it looks like. Yeah, really, really dope. So here's the vinyl here. You should be able to see it. You can see the ghosts. Well, it looks like Ghost with this smoky black charcoal look. Really, really fucking dope. Super dope. So yeah, I not gonna lie, I bought it off the vinyl itself. But after listening to it, it is a really dope project. Very, very unique, like I said, compared to a lot of the hip hop that I generally listen to. But it was a really fun project to listen to. And again, you can find this album on iTunes, the deluxe, for $4.99, or you can go to his Bandcamp page and you can pay regular price for it, which I think is like $12. And I believe that's where you can pick up the vinyl as well as the cassette as a bundle. And I think it's like $35, but I believe there's still some. If you heard it today, you probably can get this for like $16 or so on Get On Down. So that's the vinyl haul. Those are the first five in my collection. There will be more to come, more album reviews to come. I hope to get this channel back up and running. That's my plan. Thank you to all those that have subscribed and those who continue to do so and at least check out the videos. Sorry I've been gone so long. More album reviews, more merch reveals coming. Hopefully you'll put some up tonight and definitely get back into it tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned. Boom Bap Nation signing out. The Boom Bap Historian. All right, peace.